Good afternoon, everybody. I am your host, Mark Dutton, and this is Cop for That. And welcome, everybody, to rainy, nasty, horrible New Jersey. Thought I would do a video from a soccer field today, or a football pitch, as I am in the middle of some coaching. So, team news. We went to Southampton. Now, obviously, half our team is Southampton. Half our team played for the Saints. So, let's just go through the team news. Karius, number one now, in goal. Right back, Trent Alexander-Arnold. We don't really have any more right backs at the moment because they all seem to be injured. Centre halves of Joel Matip with Virgil van Dijk making his first appearance back at Southampton from leaving to Liverpool at Christmas time for a whopping £75 million. Our left back, Robbo, ever present, while Roberto Bobby Mondeo makes his recovery from injury. Midfield three and captain, audible Emre Can. We have yet to win a game that he's captained this season. So, you know, you're thinking about it at the start of the game, you're thinking, Emre Can, is he the answer of wearing the captain's armband? Still leaves a horrible taste in my mouth. Just for the fact that, you know, he hasn't signed a contract. We don't know if he signed a contract. Jurgen Klopp doesn't know if he signed a contract. So, you know, well, let's make him captain anyway. I don't like that. Wijnaldum started on the right, Oxlade-Chamberlain on the left, and then the most unbelievable front three in the English Premier League currently. Sadio Mane on the left, Mo Salah on the right, Bobby Firmino up top. So, you know, we're looking for a professional performance today. A performance that we could turn around and say, you know what, job done. And I think we got that from start to finish. It was a little ropey in the start of the game. Southampton had, I would say, more of the ball, created more of the chances. For whatever reason today, Liverpool looked very light in the wide areas, and Southampton constantly put balls in from the wide areas into the back post area. I can actually use the goal as part of this demonstration. So if the ball was coming from here, they were whacking balls into the back post behind our fullbacks, and our centre half didn't seem to be able to do it. We made this mistake constantly, and I think Southampton and Pellegrini, the former Liverpool player, now Southampton manager, identified that Liverpool had weaknesses in those areas. And to be fair, you know, the plan nearly worked. I would say if it wasn't for Karius in the first half, the goalkeeper, making saves, he's probably made 3, maybe 4 saves. 3 of them are brilliant. One of them underneath the crossbar. He goes to come and he goes back and he jumps up and he tips it over the bar. It was absolutely brilliant. Our best 2 players are probably the best 2 players in the league, let's be honest. Like I said, you know, Roberto Firmino, there's no one like him. No one does the job that he does. And Mo Messi Salah, I mean, he's really changing the game in relation to attack and play. He's just a threat. You just don't know how to defend him. You can't mark him tight. You can't drop off and give him space. You can't mark him full stop. He's a beast in every shape of the form, and he is an unbelievable footballer. And that was the difference between Liverpool going in with 2 goals and not being 3-0 down. Just the difference was real simple. Our keeper showed up and had a great game, and then 2 moments of brilliance in the first half basically was all the attacking that we did. Ball goes in from the goalkeeper, played out of the back to the right side. Both our goals have come from similar situations, played from deep positions. We play through midfield quickly. We get the ball. We're one-on-one. Salah runs off the last defender who misses the ball, goes to play it, kind of running back, goes to play it and falls, kind of slips. Ball through to Salah. Salah plays a beautiful pass into Bobby Firmino. Bobby Firmino hits the first time, right foot, bottom corner. Absolutely brilliant goal. Right in that corner right there. Bottom corner from Bobby Firmino. So 1-0 up. We don't deserve to be winning, to be honest with you. But again, like I said, you're talking about 2 absolutely unbelievable, wonderful players. So we go 1-0 up with that goal. The second goal is basically the same. The ball comes played down the right side of the field. Ball goes in. Bobby Firmino, back to goal. Does a little flick. Flicks the ball into the path of Salah. Salah takes a touch and finishes it. Repaid the favour of his mate. So an assist for Bobby Firmino and a goal and an assist for Mo Salah. Absolutely unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. So we go 2-0 up. Half time. Second half, I'm guessing Klopp really said, you know, we need a professional performance in the second half. We need to be tight as a unit. We need to win the first ball. We need to press the second ball. We need to get the ball into our forwards quickly. And on another day, we should have scored, I would say, 5 or 6 goals. Southampton really offered nothing. They had one attack where they basically got in the way of each other. Ball goes into the back post here. Goes into this post. There we go. Goes into this area here, and Karius is making a diving save to the right, and he hits his own Southampton player and basically goes wide. That was it, really. Southampton didn't threaten. It was a professional performance by Liverpool. We had 3, 4, 5 chances in the second half to score more goals. It really could have been a 5-6-0 game. You know, in hindsight, our attacking play, we opened up Southampton. We were aggressive to the ball. We made good decisions in behind. Just our finishing was poor. We've not really made the Southampton keeper make saves in the second half. We've just executed poor finishing, and that was a disappointing thing. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to see United lose away. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to see United lose away. Yeah, so with United dropping points, I was under the impression that Liverpool were going to slide into second this weekend. But we didn't, because we're still 2 points behind them. So that would be nice. Going to Old Trafford in a few weeks and beating Manchester United to take second place. As I said it before, I think the best 3 teams in the league are Tottenham Hotspur, Liverpool, and when they said Manchester United, then no, Manchester City are obviously they've won the league. They've won the league when Man United, I said it before, parked the bus at Anfield, and Mourinho said, "There you go, City, add the league." But they're going to win it on merit anyway. It's probably the greatest English Premier League team that we've seen since 1990-1991 season when the Premier League started. Man City are just absolutely incredible, and even when players are injured and players come out, they're just absolutely phenomenal. And again, I think the level of football that City play, Liverpool have matched that in parts this season, and so have Tottenham Hotspur. But you know, there's still mistakes are there, still areas for both teams to improve on. So basically, that's it. Again, top 4 is the goal. I think Liverpool are good enough to finish second. I think Tottenham Hotspur will finish third. I think Man United will finish fourth, and Chelsea, I think, drop out of the Champions League this year with Arsenal. And let's be honest, Arsenal have got no chance. It was funny, Mkhitaryan from Borussia Dortmund showed up last week when they demolished Everton. Let's be honest, your mum could demolish Everton. But the Manchester United Mkhitaryan showed up again this week against Spurs. He was absolutely poor in a game where Tottenham beat Arsenal. And you know, to be fair, Arsenal really didn't offer much in the game, but they should have got at least a point in the end of the game. Lacazette, you know, they paid all that money for Lacazette, and he's had 2 chances to at least get a point, and he blew his line. So, you know, Liverpool really needs something to happen in relation to Tottenham Hotspur losing points off the back of that absolutely disgusting travesty that we saw last week at Anfield. I'm still devastated. You know what? I haven't watched the game back since I did the review. I wasn't going to watch it, and last night I thought, you know what? I'll sit down and have a little watch. I'll listen to all the discussion all the way through the week on all the different social media accounts, and you know, all different outlets where basically people talk about sport. Listen to a lot of ex-players, a lot of coaches, all talking about the decisions. Now, obviously, the decisions in relation to being offside this and offside that, and was it a dive? Well, let's look at the facts. It was a dive from Harry Kane. He was offside in the first phase of play. Just because Lovren plays the ball makes it okay, but it did. The referee, and it is in the rules, that if a player touches the ball, aka Lovren, then it is onside, even though he was offside in the second phase of play. So he's gone through on Karius and he's dived. It's a dive. He's jumped over him. I don't even think Karius has touched him. There's no touch, and nobody's done anything about that. There's no punishment, no nothing. I mean, he should have been done for diving, 100%. Dele Alli is done for diving. There should have been a bigger punishment on Dele the cheat Alli. But the worst one for me is the Virgil van Dijk incident right at the end of the game. Now, I looked at it a few times, and I'm thinking he's kicked them, so you know, the referees waved it away. No penalty. The referees waved it away, and then the linesman gets involved and he gives the penalty. Well, I looked back on it on a replay, and there's a replay from basically the main stand that's in line with Virgil van Dijk and dirty, diving, horrible, cheating scum Lamella. And you see it from this. And as he's going in to kick the ball, so if this is Van Dijk and I'll go back a little bit, and he's going to kick the ball, he brings his leg up and he stops. And he doesn't actually make contact with Lamela. Lamela's just thinking that he is going to bring his leg up to kick him. He actually doesn't make any contact. He brings his knee up into his own body and stops when he's about to kick him. And you can see from this replay, clear as day, that he hasn't touched him. There's no contact on the player. He's just jumped up. Now, I knew he jumped up and he cheated anyway. But when I looked at it and thought about it off the initial replays that they showed after the game, I thought, yeah, there's definitely been contact there. It's a tough one, but he's kicked him. He's jumped up in the air. But on another day, it's a penalty, or it is a penalty. But then when I watched it back yesterday, I'm even more angry. So I spent a week being angry, and now I'm even more angry because it was blatant robbery from dirty, horrible, cheating Spurs. It was in every way, shape, or form. We were robbed in that game. That was not a penalty. We should have won that. We should have bounced out of Anfield there. That moment of brilliance, of absolute genius. I've not celebrated a goal like that, I don't know, since Istanbul, since a cup final, since the Man City game. Just insane. It was unbelievable. And the more I look back at that Salah goal, the more I'm thinking, how did he do that? How is he able to basically do toe touches in between defenders, get one-on-one with a world-class keeper in Lloris, and then I don't know how he must toe it. You can't really see from the replays of him going through on goal how he actually gets the ball over Karius. I think he toes the ball. I think he just puts his little toe on it and dinks it, and he just jumps over the keeper. It's world class. It's world class by a world class player. Mo Salah is absolutely phenomenal. He's phenomenal. He is unbelievable. There's no words to describe how great this player is. My only hope now, if we finish second in the league, if we are lucky enough to play the football that deserves to be second behind Manchester City and actually win the league behind the league, because that's like I said, Man City have won this league. But now everybody else is fighting for second place being the next league below. And then you've got the Champions League spots, obviously, with second, third and fourth. And then you've got the UEFA Cup, which is kind of like the next league. That's kind of like the league that Arsenal and hopefully Manchester United and Chelsea will be battling for. But yeah, it's just, I'm just so still angry about that game. And I wish there was an opportunity for us to play those horrible, cheating buttes again, but there isn't this season. We're not going to see dirty, horrible, diving, cheating, disgusting, nasty Spurs. And that's just put more fuel on the fire when we see them next season and those fixtures are out and they're in their new stadium. Well, let's hope we get them first day of the season. We'll walk into the new White Hart Lane or whatever they're going to call it, and we'll smash that Spurs team. So looking forward to that game. Still devastated over that, but you know what? Liverpool today beat Southampton 2-0. Should have been in the second half 3, 4, maybe 5, maybe 6 goals. Loris Karius in goal, absolutely unbelievable. I will give him my man of the match. I think he deserves a little bit of credit, so I'm going to give it to you, Liverpool goalkeeper. I'm going to give you my first man of the match. I haven't done a man of the match on a review show. I'm going to give it to Karius. I thought he did what he needed to do. He made key saves at key moments in the game. Liverpool defended well as a team in the second half. Our midfield played well. Just want to talk about Oxlade-Chamberlain. I feel bad for Ox. He looked devastated when he came off today. And Ox is his biggest. He analyses himself. We saw it in an interview when he first came over. He goes off, and he's going to be the first player to say, "I was terrible today." So Klopp pulls him. He's got a habit of pulling Oxlade-Chamberlain on 60. Pulls him on 60 again. I just felt devastated for the lad. Lallana comes on in the last few minutes and runs around. We bring on Lovren, who I thought was unlucky to get dropped for Joel. I'm not a fan of Matip. I would play Lovren over him. So that's it basically. Good performance today. Very professional. We needed a performance where we kept a clean sheet. We kept a professional performance on the field. We look great. Our world-class players have won it. Salah is awesome. That train, you hear that train? That train is one of those big freight trains. It's horrific. What are you beeping for? Go over a level crossing as a train. We don't need the horn. The barriers go down. We know you're there. That horn is the loudest horn in the world. We need something done by big horns on trains. Ridiculous. It's the loudest thing in the world. You would have just heard it on the video. Does my head in. Like dirty, horrible Spurs. Anyway, I am Mark Dutton. This has been Cough for That. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel. Put a like on. Throw a comment on. Appreciate your support, everybody. Liverpool 2, horrible, dirty, nasty Southampton 0. Have a good day, everybody. You'll never walk alone. Let's get on the Champions League road together when we smash Porto this week. Come on, we need to smash the Portuguese. We need to smash them. You'll never walk alone, everybody. And you'll never walk alone. Ta-da for now. Ta-da.